Well, you may recall from last week we laid our gravel and dug the trenches for our groundwork plumbing. Now this week, we're going to show you what we got accomplished.
Kitchen and one bathroom done.
Looks like I'll be here for a while.
Station cut 1.
It's going to get away from her.
Well, now it's time for a little bit of shovel work. Sonny's going to get some fittings, and you know you're winning when your wife actually knows what a street 90 and a long sweep 90 is, and a street 45 and all that stuff. So she's going to be quite the plumber by the time we're done with this. And plumbers make pretty good money, so she might be getting a new career.
Well, I've been in here looking for a while, and it took me a while to find it, because this is really annoying when people do this. What I need is in this box, but somebody went along and put the wrong item in this box, what the box was really for, and I need 2 of these. So I'm gonna grab these and head back out to Dusty and get these to him.
So we had to cancel our inspection for this morning. Hopefully we can get it this afternoon, and we got some shoveling to do.
So you may have seen my professional excavator operating skills last week, but that actually left a lot of shoveling. But you know, it actually wasn't too bad. We just had to clean out the bigger rocks from the trench and make sure we could get the pipes to lay at the proper slope. You know, things are going pretty good. Sunny came back, she was actually shoveling. We had great weather, no fighting, no bickering, and then somebody showed up. We weren't quite sure what we were in for.
Well, that was a little bit of a surprise. The inspector just came out here like 2 hours early, and luckily he was a nice guy.
Yeah, they're not all that nice.
No, super nice guy. Turns out he recognized her name because his son
Is friends with our daughter, and he's been to our house before.
Yeah, well, the house we used to own. But
Yeah.
anyway, so we got to ask him a few questions, and now we're not in a rush today. We can kind of take our time getting this done right, and he's going to go ahead and come back out in the morning. We're both going to be at work, and he can sign off on it then. So
Big sigh.
back to digging. All right, better get that shovel in your hand.
I know. I've got a blister from yesterday.
Oh, complain.
That's me. How's your back from that?
I'll tell you what, that excavator, oh, it's hard on my back. It's a lot of work doing this.
Poor thing. I bet you're gonna be asking for a massage and stuff.
So once he was gone, we finally got back to work, or at least I did. Sunny, she stood around and looked pretty, but that's okay. But she did get back in the trench and got dirty, and really we laid this stuff out again and again and measured to make sure we had the right slope, and we did not want to cut any of this pipe wrong, because right now it is very expensive.
Okay, one thing about putting your plumbing in, you've got to make sure you use purple primer and PVC cement. Make sure you get the right kind of cement. You don't want just ABS or CPVC. But what you want to do is always use lots of primer. We've already primed this down here, but it's dry, so I'm gonna put it in there again. Another good thing, it's good to tape your cans together, because they will fall over and you'll have a big pink or purple stain out here, and you'll be out of primer. Put this in there, insert it all the way, give it a couple little turns like that, and then you want to hold it together, because it will try to push itself out kind of hydraulically or something, and you can let go. And the other thing you have to do is this level right here has some extra little numbers on it, and it measures slope. So when you look down inside of there, you'll see our slope's a little bit off. Right there, it's 1/8 per foot. We got to go to 1/4 per foot. So we're going to adjust our gravel around in the bottom of the trench here and get it leveled out to where we've got 1/4 inch per foot. So that's how you do that. Okay, here's pro tip of the day. Sometimes when you're doing plumbing, you need a long level that shoots a 1/4 inch per foot. So the little one does a 1/4 inch per foot with those little lines right in there. And this one is a 4-foot level with a 1-inch block on the end. And I just Gorilla Tape it onto there, and you've got your 1 inch per 4 feet. Pro tip of the day.
So you definitely don't have to use a big saw like this, but I like to because it gives me nice, straight, clean cuts. But after you cut it, you need to deburr your pipes, and there should be a little bit of a bevel on your pipe because your PVC fittings fit together, and the less gap you got in there, the less chance you have for something to hang up and for you to get a clog. After that, you want to dry fit everything. And I know I'm struggling here, but you want to dry fit everything together before you start gluing stuff, because it never fails. You'll cut it too short, you'll get the wrong slope, or something will be wrong. The other thing you got to do is keep your slope correct. So we were constantly checking our slope on this. Every time we'd make a cut or add a footing or do anything, we would recheck our slope and adjust it. And really all we had to do is move a little bit of gravel in the bottom of the trench and then get it packed in there, because you don't want to do this wrong. You've got one shot. And then it came time to try to put in the water line.
Don't worry, I got this.
All right, I'm just gonna stand here. You're doing good. Is that straight? So what is this?
What the water line goes inside of. It's the sleeve for the water line. We're gonna heat it with a torch.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And then, as most professional YouTube construction engineers do, you run out of time and you can't record anything.
Well, it's getting a tad bit dark out here. A little bit dark. Anyway, had to turn on the lights this evening just to get things finished up and mainly just pick up all the tools and junk and everything. But we got our groundwork plumbing in, and the inspector will be here tomorrow. He said he'd text me when he's done with the inspection, so at least we'll have that out of the way. So let me show you what we got. So what we have here is where our sewer line comes through the sleeve in the footing. That's about 32 inches down there. And we've got a stack that comes straight up, and that's going to get cut off with the level of the cement floor in the garage, and that's going to be a drain for the RV sewage. Then we got our main trunk line coming along. This is 4-inch PVC. Probably could have got by a 3-inch, but just may as well do 4-inch while I've got the opportunity. That's our main trunk line. It's running with a slope of 1/4 inch per foot. Coming across here is a floor drain. That is the recess 3/4 of an inch below where the top of the floor is. And that trench right there is a footing for a load-bearing wall. Coming on up the trunk line, we've got another floor drain. That's going to be in the closet underneath the steps, kind of where there may be a water heater there. There'll be an air compressor and things of that nature. There's a toilet. There's a wall along there, and there's a toilet in the bathroom there. And then a 2-inch that will catch a sink in that bathroom and then go upstairs and catch the washing machine. And that'll also be a vent for that toilet. Going over here, we're branching off with a 3-inch line, and that's going upstairs to a toilet and shower bathroom. We're not going to put it in now, but it's for future use. You'll also see we've got a water line coming in here, laying right next to our sewer. It's inside of a 1.25 inch poly pipe sleeve, and that's 1-inch PEX. Probably way overkill for a garage, but that's what we did. So let me turn the light a little bit here. Then what we have is a 2-inch line bedded in here, and it's sloped, and it goes over to this side right to the edge of the slab, and it's going to go upstairs, and that is where there's a sink for a future apartment or kitchen if a person would want to put that in. So that's what we got for groundwork plumbing, and hopefully our inspection goes okay and
we can be done with this phase and we'll get all this covered up and we'll be ready to lay down our pecs for a radiant floor heat. That'll be another major undertaking. So wish us luck. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in to the Show Me Nation. Once again, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe. Hopefully enjoy what you see here. We'd love for this to be one of your regulars to watch on YouTube, and leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us everything we did wrong, because I'm sure we did plenty wrong. So over and out.
Thanks for tuning in this week. Check back with us next time as we compact the gravel and get ready to put in our heated floor. We promise we'll get better at this YouTube thing, so like and subscribe, and please leave a comment and tell Dusty everything he's doing wrong.